Hi guys, welcome back to the Ravenous Rebellion Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. Okay, these are general messages, but I saw the sunglasses come out. So someone may be watching you. You're looking. Someone may have some type of perception of you or who you are or what you do. It says stalking under here, so someone may be stalking you. They may have a poker face, so you may not even know who this person is, or they don't want to disclose to you who they are or that they're even watching you. So someone may be watching you in secret. They want to take a chance, but they feel like it's a risk. They're not showing their hand, okay? They're not showing their hand. This person who's looking at you or looking into you. Okay, so this is a general message. If the messages resonate with you, it's all good. If they don't resonate with you, maybe next time. Okay, so let's find out why this person is watching, stalking, and looking, and whatever else it is that they're doing. With the sunglasses here, I'm also getting someone who's trying to spy, trying to get a closer look into your life or what is going on with you. Okay, Holy Spirit, what messages does the collective need to know? And why is it important? Why is it that the sunglasses card came out? Okay, I'm hearing they're trying to infiltrate your boundaries. Fear of abandonment, chasing, codependencies. So this person is looking into your life. So it must be someone that you may have walked away from. Okay, if it is someone that you know, it may be someone that you have walked away from, or it could also be someone who feel like maybe they need to chase you. Maybe you had a short encounter with this person, or this is someone new. Okay, I don't know why they came out like that, but I'm gonna take them. So we have ascending, heartbroken, love, Cupid's arrow, and blowing a kiss. So with the ascending card, it looks like you're over someone, over some type of heartbreak, or over some type of disappointment. Maybe you were disappointment in a love situation, in a relationship, or it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but you have ascended, okay? And it looks like you're turning your back on this person, place, or thing, on this situation, and they're spying on you to see maybe when you're going to take action, or they're trying to find out where you're going. Maybe they're trying to find out where you're going. If you're leaving someone behind, they want to know where you're going. But you're, like I said, you're ascending and you're expanding. You're going into a new phase of your life. Maybe in the situation you felt like you were always chasing, okay? You were always left heartbroken, okay? Nothing was working out for you. There were more cons than pros in the situation, which left you heartbroken all the time. And you realize that you love yourself too much, because we do have love here, unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, selfishness. So this is selflessness. So this is a situation where someone was very selfish when it came to you, okay? Or the situation, it wasn't as fulfilling as it could have been. And it could be because either this person, place, or thing was holding back from you, or holding you back from expanding. Okay, and you realize that you deserve more. So you deserve more. You realize your self-worth. You deserve more. You're not gonna settle for less. Okay, so you made a decision to walk away, leave things in the past, blow them a kiss. It's usually like when you live in a situation and you blow a kiss or something like that. So for some of you here, it's like you have okay, if this is a situation where you were supposed to be kept on a lower vibrational frequency, this is telling me that you've either you've outgrown the situation, or if it's some type of curse, some type of spell, if something was after you, like you felt like there was something after you, something chasing you, like spiritual attack, like usually, like sometimes when people go through spiritual attacks and stuff like that, they feel like there's someone following them, or they make it, when they're attacking you, they make it seem like the illusions appearing real. So what they do, they instill fear in you, so you can, you can run and stuff like that. So that's why what I'm getting here with blowing a kiss, leaving things behind, and with the ascending card of chasing, it's telling me that if you did any spirit, if you were having any type of spiritual attack or anything, you've ascended over that. So you've conquered either your enemies, because they're saying you've conquered your enemies, you've conquered your demons, whatever it is that you felt that was chasing you, or you were chasing after. You're no longer the chaser. The energy that you're in right now, the energy is self-love, self-appreciation, understanding your worth, okay? First of all, first and foremost, knowing that you're on this earth, on this planet for a reason, and no human who bleeds just like you can call your fate, okay? No human just like you can call your fate. So if you're in a situation where, or if you were in a situation where people were sending like black magic towards you, or they were doing spells and casting spells on you and stuff like that, that's been null and void, okay? That's done. Okay, we have addiction. Okay, so whoever it is that was attacking you, they were addicted to doing that. It made them feel like superior in some type of way, and they were obsessed with just trying to keep you at a lower vibration. Maybe this person was trying to like manifest something, maybe try to manifest wealth or whatever, but the reason they really attacked you, they probably, it's a few of them, so I'm getting like a few people were involved. The reason they attacked you was because, the reason they said that they were attacking you was not because of that, okay? This is someone that may have had a deep hatred for you. So this could be someone that you've known. When it comes to the spiritual attack, this is someone that you may have known for a while now, or is someone that was very close to you. And they were always jealous of who you are. They were always jealous of the way people look at you, or the way you come off. Maybe it's over some petty shit, okay? This is giving me the energy where you have like your schoolmates and stuff like that, but then you have a BFF, and the BFF is like you're like always, you're the popular one, okay? You're the popular one, and you have your BFF. So your BFF feel like they're always in your shadow. So especially if they're from like a background that they practice like witchcraft and obia and all of the stuff that they do, eventually they're gonna attack you because they want your spot. They want to be who you are. They want to be where you at. They want the same type of attention that you receive. They want to be seen like you, like popular like you, or whatever. So if you're in a situation where you realize that you have a friend, and it doesn't even just go back to high school or middle school or whatever, childhood. If you have a friend and you realize that you're drawing a lot of attention, but your friend don't draw too much attention, and then things start going awry for you, just know that, well, I wouldn't say just know, in some circumstances, this is the person that's been attacking you. Okay, now for some of you, this is someone that you've left behind such a long time ago, and you're not expecting them to still hold a grudge against you. So it's giving me the energy where you have been under attack for a very long time. You didn't know where it's coming from, and it's finally being revealed to you and why. Okay, So we have that you transformed, because the dragonfly is about transformation and adaptability. So you may have gone through a lot of sadness, a lot of hopelessness and stuff like that. You know, you may have felt hopeless, you may have felt ugly, you may have felt like you were not beautiful enough, or you were not attractive enough. But that is after all the spell work had been done on you. Okay, it broke your confidence and stuff like that. But now you finally transform, because you're seeing everyone who is wearing a mask around you, who has ever worn a mask around you, and the fact that you will be able to discern who is actually wearing a mask in your future, anyone who else who's coming towards you. Okay, so there's a major transformation here. Your intuition is getting stronger with the sword on the rose: clarity, truth, revelation, honor, protection, and determination. Okay, because you went on a self-healing, self-love journey, you have more clarity. Okay, you have more clarity, like you can focus more, you can function more. You can adapt to things, you know how to navigate when it comes to like so when stressful situations arise, you know how to handle it accordingly. Okay, so you have more clarity here. Okay, the end of you beating on yourself, or trying to hurt yourself, or trying to feeling like you're not good enough, or you're the problem, and whatever, that's the end of that. All of the spell work to cause you to like doubt yourself, or feel at a lower vibration, that's coming to an end as well. Okay, this person who's been attacking you, they will never be able to attack you ever again, just because that you ascended. Okay, now with your ascension, I'm feeling like you got like a boost of self-confidence, and you actually went in and did the shadow work. So whatever that they were using in order to cause your energy to be low, that has been alchemized. Okay, that has been alchemized. So if they were doing things to keep you in your head, if they were doing things to keep you away from people, to stop you from socializing, to stop you from going to work, to stop you from striving, feeling lackadaisical, feeling like you want to give up, all of these things have been alchemized. Okay, so they can't seduce you regardless of what they were using. Some of them may have been using love spells and stuff like that. This could also be a person that you rejected, that's been holding a grudge against you for a very long time. It could be someone that you rejected maybe in the past, or not too long, or it could be someone that you're rejecting right now, that's been trying to like hold you back and stuff like that. So what I would suggest that if you're feeling like you're going through any type of spiritual attack, or any type of spiritual aggression, like someone aggressively attacking you spiritually, and it's just not something medical. Okay, it's not something medical, like you've gone to the doctors, they can't find anything, but you still feel that, you still have that feeling of dread within you, then try to go back as far as when it first began, and that would give you a clue as to where the problem is stemming from. It could be a whole neighborhood, like I said. It could be an ex. It could be someone that ex co-worker, ex-boyfriend, ex-friend. Okay, ex-boss, ex-manager, ex-husband, ex-wife. Okay, so just try to go back to when you first started getting the feeling. Okay, when you first started feeling the way that when you first started feeling that way. Okay, that will give you some clues. For some of them here, it's because of your abundance, because they know what you're about to attract, or what's coming into you, coming towards you in the future. Is the main reason why they attacked you. Because if you're someone who can draw people to you easily, you can manifest easily. If you can draw things to you easily, if it seems just like things are just easy for you to achieve, okay, This could be a reason why they're attacking you, because they know that, okay, if you're at this level now, like say you're at a younger age, or when you were younger, you could attract things to you so easily. For example, if you have a skill, like you have a skill where you can get out of sticky situations easily, or if you have a skill where you can talk yourself out of danger, or anytime something bad is about to happen to you, you know the right steps to take. And all these little things, people look at these things, especially when you're younger and you're not aware of your power. People who know, they will usually try to like siphon that type of energy out of you in order to create realities for themselves, okay, and that leaves you drained and unable to manifest for yourself, because you feel like you're in the mindset of how, like, when I was younger I could manifest so easily and so quickly and stuff like that, and now that I'm getting older, or now that I'm older, I can't manifest and stuff like that. Look into, yeah, these are the things that you need to be looking at. Now, for some of you, you may not want to look at it. Maybe it could have been a family member, it could have been a sibling, it could have been like I said, people that you've known, people that you've encountered, that's seen that gift in you, and they got very jealous of it, and they try to attack you, to take it from you. So when it comes to your abundance and stuff like that, you're gonna be able to manifest again. So if you felt like your manifestations were blocked, if you felt like your creativity was blocked, if you felt like you had like mental blockages and stuff like that, that's being freed up, okay? It's like you relearning you, because with the date card, what I'm getting here is that with the ascending card, the mask and the date, it's giving me the energy where you get like on a date. When you go on a date, it's for you to know someone, right? To find out more about this person, to see if you all click and stuff like that. In this particular situation, what I'm getting here is that with the date card, it's like you're dating your new self, okay? You're gonna be dating your new self, or this is what you're realizing, that you're dating your new self. So like as you ascended, like the old part of you, okay, the old part of you where people could have attached themselves to, and people could have tried to bring you down, and people could have tried to get one up over on you, or try to manipulate you or deceive you, that old part of you is dying, okay? They can no longer seduce you with the earthly things, okay? What I'm getting here is that your spiritual light body is has been activated, okay? So you're relearning who you are, you're relearning who you are becoming, okay? Now you may need to like talk to someone who's already gone through what you are going through right now. So you may be getting you may be talking to someone, okay? You may be talking to someone and they're giving you like a lot of advice, or they're giving you like little inklings on what you should do, little tips and little tricks on how to navigate the energy a little bit better, so that when the feeling of dread comes over you, you're able to cut through it, okay? You're able to cut through it, because what's following here is that maybe you were in an energy where you used to talk really bad about yourself, like really talk yourself down and stuff like that. So this is just one example, but what I'm getting here is that anytime the feeling of dread, anytime the feeling of lacking confidence, self-sabotage, fear, frustration, anytime these feelings come up, you're able to sort through those feelings very easily with the sword and the rose, where you, with love, unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, okay? Selflessness, being kind to yourself, giving yourself time, not being too hard on yourself, okay? You're able to find clarity, like giving yourself grace, because for a lot of people who go through some type of abuse, either narcissistic abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, all of the abuses that you can think of that people go through, the majority of the time when when they come out of it, they still have like PTSD from it. So sometimes the feeling is gonna arise again, and that's what they're saying that you should do, to not be so hard on yourself. Okay, not be so hard on yourself. Give yourself grace, and just imagine all of the grace that you have given people who have betrayed you, people who have put you down, people who have abused you. You have given them a lot of grace. So the same grace that you have given people who were in the wrong, doing you wrong, is the same grace that you have to give yourself. So you have to be patient with yourself, and you have to be loving, like loving to yourself, not selling yourself short, not being a people pleaser, knowing that you come first, taking care of yourself, taking care of your health. Okay, all of these things. So when these lower vibrational energies try to come back, or they try to rear their heads, you know exactly how to handle it and cut through the bullshit. Okay, with the snake here, we have the snake is definitely transformation. So some of you here, you may have been in a karmic relationship. Okay, this could have been all from a karmic relationship that caused a lot of resentment and trigger. They may have clouded your perception about people, places, and things. Maybe they made you feel like, you know, with fear, false evidence appearing to be real. It's like you don't know who to trust. You feel like you can't trust anybody, nobody is trustworthy and stuff like that. So what with that energy here, with the transformation, with the snake card, okay, maybe this person was in competition with you, maybe they had other third parties when it came to you, maybe they felt like you had to be looking over your shoulder, maybe you felt like you had to be looking over your shoulder. But the snake card is telling me that you transformed. Okay, the relationship that you were in, even though it was a karmic relationship, it did transform you. There were a lot of lessons. Okay, there were a lot of lessons. Especially the biggest lesson was the lesson of letting go and letting God. Okay, so a lot of you have transformed from these situations, and you're a little bit more grounded now. Maybe you're not all the way, but like I said, you have to be patient with yourself. Okay, exercise patience, because I know that when you're in a relationship, with a karmic relationship or whatever, it's one of the hardest relationships to actually get out of. But when you do get out of it, then your eyes really open and you realize that you were giving way more of yourself than was being reciprocated to you. Okay, so you don't want any karmic relationships right now. You don't want to be a part of any karmic relationships. For some of you, I'm feeling like you just want to be alone because you're still healing. You're healing your heart. But they're saying to remain grounded. Okay, for some of you, you may be going through some type of divorce, or you may be asking for a divorce, or someone may be asking for a divorce because they see you as their paradise. Okay, someone may want you to move in with them. Someone may want to make memories with the camera and stuff like that. They want to make memories with you. They're saying that every person, place, or thing who has ever deceived you or tried to manipulate you, let this be a lesson for you, and sail away from that with the ship. Like, sail away from that. Don't let that keep you stuck there, but at your own pace. Okay, so they're not trying to, if someone is coming in for you, they're not trying to rush you into anything. Okay, and if nobody's coming in for you and you're just healing, they're saying that you don't rush yourself into anything. Make sure you remain grounded, because especially when you're in your head a lot, it causes like imbalances and stuff like that. So try to remain present. Like when you're walking, a very good way, an easy way to ground yourself is that when you're walking, every step you take, feel like your foot, the foot that you're taking the step with, feel like your foot is being planted in the ground. Like you can actually feel the earth under your feet. Because a lot of people, when we're walking, we don't really think about our feet being planted on the ground. Sometimes we're walking and our heads are down, we're in our phones, or if our head's not down, we're most likely thinking about something while we're walking. We're not thinking of actually grounding ourselves while we walk, grounding ourselves on the earth while we walk. So an easy way for you to ground yourself is every step you take, feel your feet connect to the earth. That's one way in order for you to ground yourself. Very quick, very easy, very practical. Okay, Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have for the collective here? What other messages do we have for the collective here? What other messages do we have for the collective? So this could be the person that's been looking at you, because remember the sunglasses came out and they were talking about somebody stalking and spying. So this could be like I said, the ex-friend, ex-partner, ex whatever. It could be this person that's been sending you some type of evil, like magic and stuff like that. Or they probably don't even like send you anything. For some of them it could just be like the evil eye focusing negatively on you. Okay, that could be what's triggering that could be what you're picking up on as the spiritual attack and the spiritual warfare. But for some of them here, they actually did do some type of curse, some type of spell, maybe to have you addicted and stuff like that, to drugs and stuff like that. They probably did do some type of spell to cause you some emotional blocks, like I said before. Maybe for people to not see you for who you are, maybe for people to doubt you, or for you to go into other relationships with people where they're always gonna gaslight you, they're always gonna be narcissistic towards you and stuff like that. But once you've healed yourself, it's like none of these energies are able to attach themselves or attack you anymore. Especially when you do like the shadow work, you really do the shadow work. When the energies like that come up, like I said, when they creep up, you know how to handle them a little bit better than how you handled them before. Okay, so we have introvert. For some of you here, this person wanted you to be an introvert, but for a lot of you here, you like your privacy. Okay, you like your privacy. This could be someone who was online as well, someone you got to know online. Okay, this could be someone that you got to know online, but this person is depressed because of your ascension. You've ascended. Okay, now you're calm. Okay, if you were feeling heartbroken, disappointed, sad, feeling lost, if you were grieving, even if you were grieving the breakup and stuff like that, you're able to have inner peace now. Okay, maybe you felt like there was no time to like meditate, like you were always on the go, or your brain was always going. Now you have a calm, the energy of calmness, the energy of relaxation, the energy of inner peace. Okay, and that's what you've gained like with you putting all these negativities to the side and actually conquering those negative energies. You've gained a lot of clarity. Okay, you've gained a lot of clarity. All right, the conclusion is that you come first, regardless of what it is that's going on or what has happened to you, what you've experienced. The conclusion is that you come first. You put yourself first. You may be being inspired right now. Maybe you have a lot of visions right now. Maybe, like I said, your vision is clearer, and you becoming your authentic self again. Okay, so with that self-love, self-appreciation and stuff like that, definitely. Now with the blowing kiss, like I said, you were leaving something or someone behind, and they try to attach some type of demonic entity or parasite. Okay, you're gonna get evidence of that, or there is someone investigating this person who has sent you this negative energy or this negative entity or whatever, the spiritual warfare, whatever. There's evidence here, or there's someone looking into them now, and for a strange reason I said them, so there may be up to like 3 people. The same way they wanted you addicted, and they wanted you obsessed, and they wanted you to be maybe out on the street doing drugs, having reckless sex and stuff like that. They're gonna be experiencing that because it's going right back to them. Okay, this was your enemy. You know for a fact that this was your enemy, and they cannot be trusted. Okay, they collaborated, and some of them even were pretending to be your friends. They were hiding their true feelings, pretending to load, maybe gaslighting. Maybe they were trying to be you as well. It was a well thought out plan, is what I'm hearing here. Okay, they had backup when it came to attacking you or trying to throw you off or trying to do something stupid to you. And it could have been because of some type of car, some type of vehicle, or just to stop your transformation, just to stop the same perseverance. But with the dragonfly here, light-hearted, adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. Okay, so they wanted to stop your forward movement is what I'm getting here. They wanted to stop your forward movement. That was their desire, to stop your forward movement. Like I said, the dragonfly is about transformation and adaptability as well. So they wanted you to miss out on your ascension. Okay, they didn't want you to ascend. They wanted you to feel sick. Okay, they wanted you to feel sick. For some of them, they because with the sword on the rose, when I say the sword usually tells me about some type of illness that needs to be surgically removed. Okay, so they may have wanted you, like maybe they sent maybe like a car accident or something like that, something where you would have to be in a hospital bed for a while, you would have to get surgery and stuff like that. I'm hearing even paralyzed, okay? Stuff like that they wanted you to experience. But the Most High God said, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. So that's why you've triumphed over. So some of them, they even sent you like a lot of like death magic and stuff like that. But what they sent to you, what they thought that would bury you, actually made you grow. So they tried to bury you, okay? Not knowing that you were a seed, okay? And that saying has been around for a long time, and I find that very interesting to come out in this reading here, because you're getting the triumph. You triumph over all the illness. Maybe they wanted to make people think like you were sick, or you had a mental, because this could be mental illness as well. Okay, sword and rose, this could be mental illness as well. They wanted people to feel like you had a mental illness, but the whole time is the juju they were sending to you. That's why they were sending juju to you, to make people feel like, yeah, she crazy, and she out there doing all these things and doing this and doing that, and but that was just a way for them to try to for some of them, I'm hearing that they were bribed, but that was just a way to try to break you down so you don't ascend. Okay, so for some of them, like I said, they were bribed. Okay, they were bribed. For some of them, they were bribed into turning against you. Okay, or they were persuaded maybe by friends, by family members, or whatever, co-workers or whatever. They were bribed to do this to you when they found out about your abundance. Okay, when they found out about your abundance, so they were actually, like I said, with the 7 glasses, spying into your life, maybe getting readings on you, maybe getting other people to do readings on you, or just by stalking you and stuff like that. They saw that the abundance that was coming towards you, they wanted it to stop, and they wanted you to stop. They wanted you to be stagnant. They didn't want you to learn about yourself, learn more about yourself, or finally break free from whatever curse, hex, spell that they did to you or they sent towards you. They didn't want you to break free from that. They didn't want you to ascend. They didn't want you to become the person that you're here to become. Okay, maybe they didn't want you to influence others, because for some of you have a golden tongue, so it's like a silver tongue. So it's like the way you can talk and convince people and persuade people and stuff like that. They didn't like that. They thought, oh, with her tongue alone, she can get anything she wants, So, and we used to have talk in here. So they made an alliance to try to stop you and stuff like that. For some of you, they may have given you a gift or something. They may have given you a gift and they took it away. Okay, just to cause some type of disappointment or sadness or something like that. They knew how to trigger you. Okay, because that was the seed. That was the seed. That was what it was all about. Planting the seed. Okay, planting the seed, expecting it to turn out like this, you being not enough, you feeling like you're not enough, you lacking self-confidence, okay, self-sabotage, ego, fear, frustration. And then they would run in and talk about, oh yeah, she's sick, that's why he's sick, that's why. They would have everything to gain. They would have everything to gain because you're being looked at as incompetent or irresponsible or something like that. So now they have the upper hand because they've proven that, yeah, you have something wrong with you. But with self-love, okay, with self-love, you transform. You transform. You give yourself grace, okay? You give yourself grace. You healed yourself, okay? Because the card says self-healing. And you did it all on your own, okay? The conflict that they wanted for you is now null and void, because with the grounding here, when something is grounded, okay, or I wouldn't say when something is grounded, it's like when something is up in the air. With the conflict, you see, it's up in the air. Everybody has something to say. Conflict is air energy, words, mind, face, eyes, all that kind of stuff. When you take it to the grounding energy, which is earth energy, it's like by being not so much in your head, you're able to, like I said, navigate and discern situations. You're able to have conflict resolutions. You have practical solutions to remove, they say remove and destroy, okay? To remove and destroy whatever it is that's ailing you, okay? All right, because with all the mask here, a lot of people were hiding who they were, okay? They were hiding who they were. For some of you, this could have been an energy where you were always in some type of argument, fight, disagreement. Like anytime you step out of your house or anytime you go somewhere or whatever, people are always trying to fuck with you and shit like that. So this is one of the spells that they had you under. So people would turn away from you, people wouldn't find you appealing and stuff like that. But you know something was wrong, because you know, like, you've always been very like you've always been, like, I wouldn't say the center of attention, but people always gravitate towards you, and for some reason people were like kind of like repulsed by you at some point. So that was part of the spell, okay? That was part of the spell, to have people turn away from you or turn against you, or not fuck with you, you know, stuff like that. Like all doors of opportunity would be closed for you. That's the type of stuff that they do. This is someone that's been very envious, very, very, very jealous of you, very envious of you. And it could be someone that you've known your whole entire life, maybe from since when you were a child growing up, okay? So this could be someone from your own neighborhood, okay? All right? Or someone that you went to school with, or someone that's been obsessed with you for a very long time, okay? Holy Spirit, what else we have here? Yeah, it could be an old friend, or they wanted to be your friend, okay? It could, like I said, it could be family members as well. It could be someone in your own family, okay? So let me see what else I have here for you. I'm not gonna keep you here too long. I'm gonna pull from, oh, you know what I'm gonna pull from? I'm gonna pull from this one, Self-Awakening Oracle cards. Self-Awakening Oracle cards. Let me see. Okay. First card under the deck. I am an infinite being, and I can get what I want by my own efforts. Okay. Wow. Okay. I am responsible for my health. So this is everything that you've taken into consideration, okay? This is everything that you're taking into consideration, or that's what they're telling you. These are the things that you need to take into consideration in order for you to be able to heal fully. Although we never heal fully, but this would this will help your ascension at this time, okay? These messages will help you with your ascension at this time. Holy Spirit, what other messages? What messages do we have for the collective? What advice do you want to give them? What do you want them to know? Okay, give them some advice. Holy Spirit, tell them what they need to know, what they need to be aware of at this time. Everything is working in a divine order, and I can honestly accept that fact. Okay, so you know everything is working. You're always at the right place. You're always in the right place at the right time. Okay, I realize that there is no need to grieve for the loss of something. You've already grieved. It's time for you to move on. My kindness can spread to more people around me. Okay, so you're relearning, you're readjusting. Okay, you're becoming, like I said, you're relearning. Okay, now the old version of yourself where you felt like was taken or was snatched away from you, you're becoming even the better version. It's like an upgraded version of who you were, okay, of who you are. I'm learning to accept the things I can't change. So with serenity, okay, something about the serenity prayer, okay, something about the serenity prayer or prayer in general. Okay, so some of you may need to reconnect to your prayers. If you were very prayerful and you fell off, it's like they're asking you to reconnect. Okay, when it comes to your prayers or whatever it is that helps you, connect to, your higher self, source, universe, God, the most high God, the creator of all things. Okay, I feel good when I can help others. So you might be going into a field where you're going to be helping others, maybe by just telling your story, or maybe by just giving your testimony, or writing a book, or even what I'm doing here. It's like you may be called to go into something or like this, or if not like this exact thing, it could be like something to do with philanthropy or medicine or healing or something like that. Okay, teaching, all these kind of things. I understand that worry and fear will not change the outcome. Okay, so that's what you've overcome, the fear. Okay, they can your fears can no longer hold you back. I embrace and enhance the ones that make my mind more creative. Okay, so like I said, your creative juices are flowing again. I'm often attracted to those who are better, but you know why? Because now you better. Okay, you better. You see in the forest for the trees, you're realizing that you're limitless and you can achieve anything by your own efforts. Okay, you don't need another person. I know that I know what I have to do now. Okay, so you have clarity now. I'm open to both sides of the situation. Okay, you're also giving people the benefit of the doubt because they wanted you to not be able to trust anybody, to turn your back on everybody just because you felt like everybody turned their back on you. But you're open. Okay, your heart is open. You're open now. You're healing. You're more optimistic. For a lot of you, you look better. You're glowing. So there's nothing for you to be scared of anymore. The past is the past. Let it go. Okay, and under the deck we have, I can't always get the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And honesty, being honest with yourself, is one of the biggest lessons here. If something is not going right for you, if something is not happening for you, being honest with yourself. Okay, being honest with yourself, taking it in, and coming up with resolutions. Okay, coming up with resolutions for everyone who is involved. Okay, so this is all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. They'll keep spying, they'll keep looking, they'll keep watching, maybe still trying to get readings and stuff like that on you, trying to still like send the little voodoo, whatever, voodoo, witchcraft, obia, whatever, but none of it is gonna touch you. None of it is gonna hinder you anymore because of this ascension. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I love each and every single one of y'all. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, and I'll be back with more messages for you.